Hi, it's Pastor Dan coming to you again this week. If you remember last week, I read to you the book The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. It's one of my favorite childhood books, and I read that to prepare for the discussion I want to have with you today real briefly, and that's about giving to people of hope. As you all have read in your annual mission report, giving did not meet our expenses this year, meaning that we spent about $4,500 more than we took in this past year at People of Hope. And that's not saying that folks aren't being generous and we're not thankful for those gifts, but it's just one of the realities that we're facing as a congregation in 2018. Just to give a few statistics, People of Hope had 176 unique givers who gave to our mission and ministry during the course of this past year, and we're so thankful for all of those gifts. The top 10 givers accounted for 32% of the overall giving, the overall dollar amount. And if you add 6 more givers to that, the top 19 accounted for 50% of our budget. And we really thank those families for supporting our mission and ministry here. What we're going to ask you to do this year is to consider actually giving more. And I'm not necessarily speaking to those top givers. I'm speaking to the rest of us who fall beneath that category a little bit. And we're going to ask a simple question. Are you willing to give $5 more per week to fund the mission and ministry here at People of Hope? This $5 a week will be used to help maintain our building, to meet salary obligations, and to stop us from the trend of spending more than we're taking in. If we get 80 families or 80 giving units to commit to giving $5 more per week, we should actually end up with a budget surplus next year, thinking that all other giving would remain static, minus the special pledge campaign for the internship and that $10,000 special gift we received. So we're going to ask you at our annual mission event to consider giving $5 more a week to help fund the ministry we do here at People of Hope, to help keep us a vibrant place where all are welcome, where we proclaim God's good news of loving grace to absolutely everyone we come into contact with. Now, we're going to be running this campaign for a number of weeks, so we ask you to prayerfully consider increasing your giving by $5 a week, and you can track our progress. When you come to church on Sunday, you'll notice that Lydia has installed a lovely tree in our gathering area that looks very much like the giving tree presented in that Shel Silverstein book. For every $5 commitment we get from families, we're going to add another leaf to that tree. So in the book, The Tree Gives Its Life, we're going to bring that tree back to life through our financial gifts. There'll be a mechanism where if you make that commitment, you simply take one of these green leaves and place it into an envelope, and we'll make sure that your tree is added to the list. We're not going to ask you to put your name on it or a number or anything like that. We're just going to ask you to increase your gifts by $5 a week. If you agree to do that, simply put your leaf into that special offering envelope. Now, I know that $5 a week might seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it isn't, especially if we can utilize that gift to share God's love with someone else. And by no means, if you want to give more than $5 a week, that's fine too. You can put multiple leaves in that envelope. For example, my family is going to commit this year to add $20 to our weekly giving to People of Hope. So I will take 4 of these leaves on Sunday and put them into the envelope as a way to indicate that our annual giving or our weekly giving will be raised by $20 or 4 leaves of $5. I hope that all makes sense. I'll explain it more again on Sunday. But we're going to ask that you prayerfully consider joining us in these efforts. Again, if we get 80 units to give $5 a week, we should relieve some of the anxiety that we experience here about money. If we get families that give more than that, it will be less families that are needed to do this. But we're encouraging everyone to consider this, especially if you haven't given to the ministry and of People of Hope before. This is a great opportunity for you to begin giving back to God some of what God has given to you through the ministry we have here. So again, thank you very much. I hope that you can join us for our annual mission event this Sunday, January 28th. We'll have a potluck meal, and then after that potluck meal, we'll join in our annual meeting. So again, thank you for your generosity, all the ways that you serve and give to people of hope, and may God bless you on this day. See you Sunday.